That's what the Detroit Lions are saying to Frank Ragnow. Where'd you go? The Detroit Lions lose in a fashion where I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Lions aren't ready. They're not ready to box with the big boys. They're not ready to compete for championships. That's just the way it's going to be. I am not giving up on this team, but I don't think they're ready. I don't think they're ready, and it might be a long time before this team is ready to genuinely compete for a Super Bowl. Matthew Stafford moves to 8-2. The LA Rams are in the first seed of the NFC, and the Detroit Lions are not in the playoffs. Matthew Stafford wins another Super Bowl. That is going to really leave a bad taste in the mouth of myself and hopefully Detroit Lions fans. It really should. Today showed us that we can't box with the big boys. We're not ready. You can put it on Jared Goff. If you put it on Jared Goff, you make sure you put it on Brad Holmes. Brad Holmes is the one that decided to sign him. Now, Jared Goff had a miserable day, but so did the offensive line. You know, it's amazing to me that, and I'm like, I'm getting stronger as the Lions continue to falter. The comment section blows up with stupid, idiotic takes about how we just won't place the Brad. How can you place how can you blame Jared Goff, which is fine, but you won't blame Brad Holmes, the man that didn't get in front of the media at the trade deadline, the man that signed Jared Goff. So I got one. Listen, we blew our opportunity in 2023. We needed a passer. We traded for Donovan Peoples-Jones. They showed a graphic today. Now, I understand that you guys are going to be like, offensive line. Didn't we draft Miles Frazier? Didn't we take Kobe Sorsdahl? Did we take Tate Ratledge? This is Brad's doing, period. Frank Ragnow's retire. You take Tate Ratledge to play in a guard center position. There's nobody else to blame. Point blank, period, bro. Y'all gonna see that after this year. When the Detroit Lions fall short of a Super Bowl appearance, y'all gonna see it this year. And we're gonna have some conversations. Who do we extend? Do we extend? Look, I'm here to tell you. You can go watch the Jay Glazers. I'm here to tell you. So I'm actually waiting on the Detroit Lions to flame out. I am. I have no expectations, bro. What I saw today, there's no expectations. I just don't. We're going to take a look at the current playoff picture, what they would have to do. The Lions beat one team over 500, and they were hurt. The Lions beat one team over 500 when they played them, ladies and gentlemen, and they were hurt. Not now, when they played them. So we're supposed to go to LA and beat the Rams. We're supposed to go back to Philly and beat them? Nah, I don't see that. We're supposed to beat the San Francisco 49ers again? I don't see that. We're supposed to beat the Seattle Seahawks? I don't see that either. And after year 5 of Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes, we're going to have a conversation. This is it. I'm not saying somebody's going to get fired. What I'm saying is we're going to have a conversation about how do we move forward. I'm going to tell you why. We're going to come back to that at the end of the video. Let's take a look at the Detroit Lions team stats. Score was 9-16. First downs, 16-13. Passing first down, 6 to the Detroit Lions, 10. St. Brown was dropping everything. Jamison Williams with a dumb play. You don't know what they're going to call. I really don't care. Rushing first down, 7-3. First downs from penalties. Eagles got 3, we got 0. Third down efficiency, we went 3-1-3. They went 4 for 15, so they didn't really fare that much better. Fourth down, 0 for 5. 0 for 5. Total plays, 60-69. Total yards, 317 to 272 for the Detroit Lions. Total drives, 13 apiece. Total yards per play, 5.3 to 3.9. Passing, dog, they had 124 passing yards. That is hysterical. That is actually, that is ridiculous, to 243. Jared Goff went 14 for 37. Jalen Hurts went 14 for 28. Yards per pass, 6.2 6.2 to 4.3 interceptions thrown. Jared Goff threw 1. Sacks. We got sacked. Wait a minute. Okay, sacks 2 to 1. And that 1 was split between 2 people. Rushing attempts. They rushed the ball 40 times. 21 for us. Red zone attempts 1 were 0 for 1. They were 1 for 3. Penalties 5 for 48. 9 for 78. Turnovers 1. Time of possession 24 to 35. Jalen Phillips was a man eater. He was a man eater today. But Brad Holmes said, we ain't good, but we still good. Man eater. Now I know what y'all saying. Well, Derek, you crying about the D-line because y'all like to say that, right? Yeah, I am. And I'm going to continue. But guess what? It doesn't matter. Those cries are going to fall on deaf ears like they've been falling on deaf ears. You know why? Because this offseason, we might have to genuinely address the offensive line. That's why I played the soundbite. Where'd you go? Because I miss you so. Our offensive line is in shambles. It's in shambles, bro. So we might be in for a little bit of a retool. But there's no denying that the offensive line, Jalen Phillips was scared. He was just skating in the backfield. Shout out to Howie Roseman, bro. Shout out to Les Snead. Shout out to those 2 guys. They know what it takes to win. They know what it takes to win, bro. That's just it. So I am waiting on Matthew Stafford to win his 2nd Super Bowl. I'm waiting on the Rams to go further than us. I don't know if we go to LA and beat them. I just don't know. It's not me being a party pooper or a pumper dumper or a poopity scoop. It is none of that stuff, bro. I am tired. Like we're on a downward trajectory right now. I had us 13-4, 11-6. We have to win 4 games. Let me ask you this. Do you think the Lions can win 4 games? Do you think they can win 4 games? But that's right. Right now, they're not in the playoffs. But we got seven games to go. And the Lions haven't beat a good team. They beat 1 good team at the time that they played them. 1. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's it. The Bears were not a good team when we played them. The Ravens were not a good team when they played them. I'm laughing because both of those teams have gone on streaks. The Browns were not a good team. Still not a good team. The Bengals were not a good team. Still not a good team. Right? We lost to a bad team in the Minnesota Vikings. We beat the Washington Commanders. Oh, by the way, they lost today. They're 3-8. The Lions have beat 1 good team. They beat 1 good team. The playoffs is full of good teams. Can they do it? Probably not. But we going to see. And I'm going to tell you, man, I'm not crashing out this year. I'm not going to crash out because I'm expecting failure. That's just, I am, man. I don't care anymore. You can watch somebody else. I'm expecting failure. I just am because I don't think that if the Lions, they crawl into the playoffs, they're going to have to go on the road and they're going to have to beat the Rams. They're going to have to beat the Seahawks. They're going to have to beat the Eagles. They're going to have to beat the San Francisco 49ers. They're going to have to do just a gauntlet of people. And I'm not sure they can do it. Not the way they're playing. But we got time. I want to see who had the sacks for the Detroit Lions. Because I know I had to be my guy, man. I know Hutch had to have a sack. Let me see. Let me bring it in. Sacks. I think it was half the Lopez and half Hutch would have, and Roy Lopez with the other half. We had 1 measly sack, bro. We had 1. So all that, y'all was talking all that junk, right? You was doing all that robot chicken. Derek, what about the pass rush? We're 2nd in sacks. You don't know what you're talking about. You know what? You can worry about the offensive line. You need an offensive line. And I wish we had one. I really do. But when we had one, Brad didn't think it was worth anything to trade for somebody or sign somebody that was going to make a difference on this team. And now we are back to square one. That's where we're back. Penei Sewell was getting work today. He was, man. Jalen Phillips was killing him. That's what happens when you get a good pass rusher. This is not party poop, poopity scoop, pump and dump. It's not none of that, bro. I'm tired. I am tired, bro. I'm sick of Twitter. I'm sick of y'all. I'm tired. And don't blame me. I didn't go to the game and we lost. So you can nip that in the bud. I don't want to hear it. It's funny, man. Y'all blaming everybody but the people that need to be blamed. You blaming me that we lost the game because I spend my money and go to the games and y'all blame me? Come on, dog. But the guy, the most interesting GM in the world, you're not blaming him for signing Jared Goff? You're not blaming him for not taking care of this offensive line? You're not blaming him for drafting Broderick Martin? You're not blaming him for anything. That's all right, though, because as I've been saying, as you can check the tape, as I've been saying, as you can check the tape, this year, it's going to be a lot of talking. Lions don't make the Super Bowl. It's going to be a lot of talking. Rams win the Super Bowl. Oh, boy. Oh, my goodness. You be ready for that. You be ready for that. I told you, man, I can be those things. I'm the Dark Knight. I'm the Dork Knight. I'm the guy, the basement general manager who sits in his basement and takes it from y'all. As I spit nothing but the truth. This team ain't ready. Right now, they're not ready. And I don't know if we will be. Let me show you why. Here's the NFC playoff picture after Sunday Night Football. The Rams are number 2. They had the number 1 seed until it updated. The Eagles with the number 1 seed. The Rams number 2. The Chicago Bears. It's going to be a long week. Lions fans, buckle up. Buccaneers in number 4. Seahawks number 5. Packers number 6. 49ers number 7. Look at that. Your Detroit Lions. This is where they were in 2022 when we went 9-8 and we just missed the playoffs on a tiebreaker. We got 7 games to go. But does it really matter, though? Does it matter? Does it really matter? Let's do this. And don't worry. This stuff ain't gonna be doom and gloom. That ain't what we gonna be. I gotta keep it real, bro. Dan Campbell with the 4th down calls. You can put this on a lot of things. His play calling was suspect. It wasn't the greatest. I don't understand why we won't run David Montgomery. I don't understand what Grant Stewart is doing on a fake punt, and you're running right into the middle when Grant is a speed guy, so you should run outside. I just don't. I don't get what today was. I don't get what today was. Jamison Williams scored our lone touchdown. He gets a pass. He gets a pass. All this stuff is going to come back to haunt us, and we're going to be in a retool. That's probably what's going to happen. Let's look at the Lions schedule and let's play some future outlook, shall we? The Lions, as I said before, have not beaten a team over 500 except the one team that was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the time that they played them. The Green Bay Packers, the Chicago Bears were 0-1. The Baltimore Ravens were 1-1. The Cleveland Browns, they were, 1-2. The Cincinnati Bengals, I think they might have been 500 at the time we played them. The Kansas City Chiefs were under 500 when we played them. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers were over 500 when we played them. The Minnesota Vikings were under, right, when we played them, but we lost anyway. The Washington Commanders were 3-6 when we played them. The Philadelphia Eagles were 7-2 when we played them. Now, let's look. Hypothetically, theoretically, metaphorically, we should beat this team, right? We're at home. We're the better team. But the Giants are scrappy, bro. They playing. I'm not saying they upset us, but we should beat this team. Let's say Lions go, at this point, they're 7-4. The Green Bay Packers, I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be at Ford Field. I don't know. Dallas Cowboys, we should beat them. So let's say we lose to the Packers. They sweep. Now they got the tiebreaker over us. Right? The Dallas Cowboys. So what is that? 7-4. Now we're 7-5. We're 8-5. We beat the Dallas Cowboys at home. We lose to the Rams. Now we're 8-6. We beat the Steelers. We're 9-6. We beat the Minnesota Vikings. I think we can do that on the road. And now we're 10-6. And then this game right here could be for everything or nothing. So I'm predicting 11-6. We get in the playoffs. And who do we play? Who do we play? Who knows if we'll win the division, right? If we lose to the Packers, it could be them. Who knows, man? It could be the Bears. I don't know. I don't know. This team has, to me, this is the first time since 2022 that we don't have an identity. We don't have one. And it's just going to be a lot of questions as the season progresses. And because I'm going to tell y'all what, I do not care about 11-6. I don't care. I do not care, bro. All I care about is those 4 games inside of the playoffs. The wild card game, the divisional round, the NFC championship game. That's all I care about. I do not care about all of this stuff. We can be 9-7 or 17-0. It doesn't matter. Once we get in there and we get to the playoffs, that's all I care about. And I am not going to crash out this year. My crash out is going to be saved for February, March, April, May, June, July, because we got to have some real conversations. And I told y'all get mad at me, man, for whatever reason, because I speak my mind. That's it. Because when we were second in sacks, I wasn't buying into it. That's why y'all want to get mad. I tell you what, we ain't second no more. We're not second anymore. Let me see where we are, just out of curiosity. I haven't looked. Let's see where we are. Where do the Detroit Lions rank in sacks after basically one game of Week 11? Got it pulled up, and the Detroit Lions. Oh, man. The Denver Broncos are number 1. The Atlanta Falcons. What happens when you invest in your D-line? The Falcons had the worst pass rush in the NFL last year. They're number 2 now. The Pittsburgh Steelers, number 3. The Cleveland Browns, on the back of Myles Garrett, number 4. The Seattle Seahawks, number 5. And the Detroit Lions have fallen out of the top 5. Oh, by the way, let me see something. Because I'm not Sam Darnold. I'm not Sam Darnold, but I thought I was seeing ghosts. And I thought the ghost that I was seeing, his name was Al-Qadim Muhammad. That's what I thought I was seeing. Myles Garrett with 15. Ooh-wee, hold on now. Where'd you go? Hold on now. I miss you so. Al-Qadim Muhammad with 6. Let me see. Since y'all said he was elite. Y'all said he was elite, bro. So I want to see what the stats looking like. Hold on, split game log. Let me see what he looking like. I just want to be sure. Man. So he got 0 sacks in the last 2 games. So let me get this straight. Muhammad, no sacks, 1 sack, 2.5. This is his standout game. You know what's crazy? Is right now he is under his career high. All he needs is 1 sack to have a career high in sacks, and he MIA. He gets 2.5 against Baltimore, 0-0, 1/2, 1-0-0. So statistically, he should have a sack against the Giants. Where'd you go? I told y'all, man, gloves is off. Lions may not be ready, and it is what it is. I hope they prove me wrong, but they just might not be ready to box with the big boys, and we're going to see. And it's going to be a wonderful offseason. It really is, bro. Because if the Lions do not make the Super Bowl, or if Matthew Stafford wins another one, it is going to be a mess. And I'm going to be real, bro. That might be one of the toughest things I've ever had to do as a Lions fan. That might be even more tough than 60 years of misery, is having your former quarterback of 12 years in a 5-year span win 2. Even if he makes it, bro. If he wins it, it's a wrap. If he wins it, right now, the Rams won the trade. And if he wins it, the Lions may never. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, bro. Anyway, again, like I said, man, this ain't party poop, doom and gloom. You know, it's none of that stuff. It's just I'm tired. I'm tired of all. I'm just tired, bro. You know, you can't really speak your mind in this space. And I see what I see. And I see that the Detroit Lions are not ready. I think if we did go on some type of Super Bowl run, it has to be perfect. It does. We're ending year 5. We're coming on the back end. We make it to the playoffs, 1 and done. Lions got to win 4 straight. At least 3 get there uncharted territory. Then we can have a conversation about the future. We don't do that. And we do anything less, we're going to have a different conversation about the future. And that conversation involves extensions for both Brad and Dan. I love them both. And for me, I'm extending Dan over Brad. That's just me. And I am not afraid to say it. Nor will I be. Y'all are too soft as Detroit Lions fans. You just will take whatever is given to you. And I'm not that guy. And if I say y'all, and if you are Pillsbury, that's you. You know who I'm talking to. I'm not that guy, bro. It's time to win. It is time to win. We got embarrassed today by a legit Super Bowl champion and a legit Super Bowl contender. And we just look like pretenders out there. I'm tired. I don't care where we came from. I care about where we are and where we're going. I don't care about where we came from, bro. I haven't forgot about that. 60 years of misery, I haven't forgot. But how quickly y'all did and how quickly we can go back. That's all we need, man, is our ex-quarterback to win another one. That's all we need. It ain't over by any means. I just don't think they have it. I don't think they got it, man. This channel is made possible by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. It's because of your support I get to do what I do. You could be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. I thought about retiring today. I just did. I was like, like I said, when the passion is not there, then neither will I. But I just was like, I just thought about it. I was like, Derek, man, you putting yourself through all this stuff. And, it's one of them things. It's one of them, like, you lose the Super Bowl and you got to go and contemplate whether or not you retire. Right. So, but if I do that, I can't leave y'all with the sneaky good guys. I can't leave with sneaky good moves. I can't leave y'all with those guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just would be wrong at that point. I can't leave you with Chat Sports or Whooper Sports. I can't do that. You know what I mean? So anyway, you guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. The Lions have beat one legit team this year. And they got a lot of face. In the playoffs, it's nothing but legit. We're going to see who the real contenders are. And when we come out in February, if we don't have a Super Bowl appearance, it's going to be some questions this offseason. I'm going to tell you right now. Here's a stat for you. In the first 5 years of a general manager coach combination, they haven't won a Super Bowl together. If we don't get there this year, the writing could be on the wall. Take care of yourself and each other. Go Lions.